Well, calm has returned to Lefereng in Soweto following battles between police and protesters. Police fired tear gas to disperse a group earlier today. Protesters are demanding they be given jobs in community development projects. Manqoba Mchunu has been following the story for us all day. He joins us now live. So, Manqoba, we saw that it was very volatile earlier. How's it looking now?
Well, Shahan, I guess, the situation keeps on changing. At one moment, you find that it is relatively calm, and then the other moment, then things spiral out of control. Right now, as I speak to you, Shahan, community members are back here on the street. In fact, I'm just going to ask my colleague Ling and Dababi to show you. They are now back here on the street. Some of them at this particular point are saying that they're not going to move here until they get some sort of response from the office of the mayor. Earlier on, there were talks between some of the community leaders as well as Metro Police here who are here to try and diffuse this protest here. And the promise that was made at that particular point was that there will be an official from the City of Johannesburg Mayor's office who is going to come to address this community, but that has not happened. And so these community members have essentially said that they're now going to remain here, Shahan. They're not going to move here until they get somebody to come and listen to their demands. So it has been running battles throughout the day, Shahan, between the police and the residents themselves. And you recall that earlier on, the residents had tried to go and stop that particular construction from continuing, but they were stopped by police. So they then took their frustrations and came here onto Impala Road, where they now are protesting here. And I can tell you, Shahan, that things here at the moment are at a standstill. No cars are moving here, and the road itself has been blocked. Police are now diverting cars to other roads inside the township. So the situation at the moment, Shahan, I can pretty much say that it is relatively a bit tense, but of course police are here. There have not been any clashes since a few hours ago between police and the residents themselves.
All right, and residents, of course, accusing the construction company of not honoring some of its agreements. Tell us more about that.
Indeed, Shahan. So one of the issues that these community members have raised is the fact that the construction company, which is behind the development in this particular area, is not hiring enough locals. So they're saying that this construction company, when this project started, which is the Lefereng development project started, the promise was that they were going to hire more local than to hire more people from outside this community. So the community is saying, though, the company has not met that particular promise. Instead, they are saying that the people that seem to be working in this particular construction are people from outside this particular township, and that's the reason why they have now taken to the streets. But beyond that, another issue that they're raising is the fact that there were promises that were also made by the company that they were going to spend about 30% of its profit to develop this particular this community. But they're saying that that also has not that promise has also not been met by the company itself. So those are some of the issues that they say they want addressed. We do know that last year they also raised these issues with the company, and several promises were also made in terms of trying to bring in more locals to work for the company. But they're saying that at this particular point, all of those agreements, all of those promises that were made have not been met by the company.
Yeah, and what's the company saying today about what's unfolding there?
Well, Shahan, at this moment we have not been able to speak to the company. We, in fact, did try to make calls to them. They've been promising that they are going to speak to us and that they will be giving us some sort of a statement. But up until now, Shahan, we have not been able to speak to them at this point.
All right, we can leave it right there. Manqoba Mchunu following that story for us.